trading is actually easy. Now, I say this from a perspective of someone who has pretty much been on the serious side of the industry from the first time I ever heard about Forex trading. And so I have a little bit of a different point of view than 90% of traders have, who are just following this general information that is causing them to just self-impose loads of problems to trading that doesn't need to exist, and make mistakes that don't need to happen, make their journey take way longer. And so on the serious side of the industry, away from all the brain rot, away from all the nonsense, it's actually not that difficult. Almost all the problems people face are just caused by themselves. Now, if you view trading from the perspective I'm about to explain in this video, you'll be able to massively shorten the time it takes you to become profitable just by simply being serious and understanding the mindset and what it really takes. So 2 points in this video I'm going to go over. It's mostly to do with life and how you can set yourself up for success in trading. So stick around, I'm going to go through those points and let's get into it. To start off with the first point, 95% maybe of people that I see are completely focused on the wrong things when they're trying to become profitable. That is that they all care about the account they're trading on, with a weird type of emotional attachment to it. It was the exact same for me, so I can describe how I went through this and how I overcame it. I used to get so, it's weird to look back on now, honestly, so emotionally attached to just one funded account that I was trading on. Not even the live account, just the challenge phase. And if I took a loss, I would genuinely be feeling strong emotions like, oh, bro, what are the markets doing? Come on, man. Oh, this trade was so bad. Like, why is this happening? I'll be physically annoyed. It was strange. And it's the same for everyone. And it mostly comes from the fact that subconsciously, for some reason, everyone thinks that the account they're trading on right now is going to change their life. Or if they just pass this funded and get payouts, suddenly their life's going to be different. But the truth is, if you can't trade consistently and you have any sort of these low-level emotions, it doesn't matter if you get funded or get payouts. You can get funded and get 5 payouts, and it doesn't change your life at all. Literally, you'll live the exact same life if you get 5 payouts. And let's say you just kind of get them luckily, you happen to have no losers and you just keep getting. Even that makes no difference. Because what happens when you do just lose the account because you're not consistent and you still have these low-level stuff going on? Maybe you get the funded by over-leveraging or just doing random stuff, and you just lose the account. So what was the point? Oh, now you have £3,000 in your bank account that you can spend on this or something. But I know you can't move out here, you can't do anything without some sort of consistency. It doesn't change your life. Maybe you buy some clothes, or maybe you buy this, but you're still the same person, you're going to live in the same place, and nothing's going to change. So the only way you can actually change and become profitable is by not caring about that. One account and you, getting funded, over leverage, revenge trade, I just made it back. Yes, I just passed the challenge and I risked 2% on a trade that I was angry. What's the point? So the only way you can overcome this is by stopping caring about the account you're trading on. Get rid of these weird emotions you have towards it, like anger, you have to pass, or like being annoyed, thinking the markets are against you, thinking that you're being used as liquidity. Stop all that. All of it is just a way to take accountability away from yourself and put it onto the markets or external things. So you have to focus on the process. Sounds very simple, you hear it a lot. What actually is this? So focusing on the process, for me at least, this includes only caring about each trade you're taking, right? Following a proper plan. You can't take a single trade outside of your plan. If you do that even once, you're not profitable, okay? You're on a low level and you're doing stupid things. So only taking trades in a very simple plan that actually works and is effective. That's the first part. If you don't have that, you need to find it, figure it out, then you can start trying to trade the live markets properly. Once you have this, you're only taking trades in your plan, you need to focus on each trade only, trade by trade. Forget about what happened in the last trade you took. Forget about what the P&L of your account is. Literally, you should be focusing on the process and trying to do things correctly. Focusing on the process massively includes basically everything else in your life that isn't to do with trading. It includes putting yourself in a situation where you can trade as consistently as possible. So I'll get into that in detail next, but following the process includes, like I just mentioned, doing everything exactly you should without mistakes and without adding things on that shouldn't be there. For example, taking a revenge trade. As soon as you do that, you're right back at where you started with trading. You haven't made any progress. taking an over leveraged trade. As soon as you do that, any progress you make doesn't matter, because you're not consistent. And very simply, to be profitable, you have to be consistent. That's it. Being consistent is just only taking trades in your plan, being profitable over time and slowly in the long term. That's it. So if you do any of these extra things or stupid things, you're not profitable. Next, once you're only focusing on this, you don't really care about your P&L, because all you care about is, okay, there's a trade shaping up, I have to enter this, I have to do this, and not do anything else, and just be focused. Once you're doing all that, that's good. Then you'll start to see, okay, maybe it's been 2-3 months of doing this and you've actually traded properly. Okay, as soon as you do an extra trade or a stupid trade, you'll reset back to zero. You actually traded properly for 2 months, 3 months. Now, are you in profit? Are you break even? Are you in loss? Right? Are you a profitable trader? 3 months, the market conditions could change results, right? So you have to be unbiased to what the market conditions actually were. But once you've got this and you can see your actual results, now you can make improvements towards becoming profitable. So was it possible to be profitable from your testing, and what was your actual live results like? Compare the difference between these and find out how to close the gap. Now for stage 4, the next thing you're doing is closing the gap to actually become a profitable trader. Most people never even get to this stage because they never even get to the stage 3 where they're just trading properly in the first place. So you get this loop where 95% of traders are failing, but they never even get to the stage to try and not fail. And so they just end up in this entire mesh, this spider web, caught up in all the social media, all the nonsense, never getting anywhere. Once you're in this stage 4, you're in a good place. You're 100% trading properly, and you can see the gaps. Maybe it was things such as simple as, for example, my strategy, taking the wins is very important because it's a high risk reward and lower win rate. So if you're missing loads of wins, do you need to change your job? Do you need to change your schedule, right? If you want to become profitable, these are things that you consider. So yeah, that's the 4th point. Once you get to that, see, you're closing the gap, and eventually you've done that. Number 5 steps, you're profitable. So that's that one. And that brings me on to point number 3, which is to become profitable and to focus on the process. Like I said in the previous step, how can you actually do this outside of the markets? Because that is the most important part, which I don't see talked about. So outside of the markets, let's get into this. The simple point is your discipline outside the markets and how you do everything in your life will translate into your trading and how you do that. So a lot of people don't understand that you need to change your self-image and your subconscious brain, how it sees itself. Let's go back to my situation and how I was. So I started trading around 18 years old. I'm 18 years old, so I have 18 years of living one way. My brain sees me as who I am, it acts as who I am for those 18 years. Every response to every situation I give is based off that person and all those experiences. Now, I'll have habits as that 18-year-old self that I've been doing for a long time, that are aligned with who I currently am, and those are the habits that just make me who I am, basically. A lot of them, of course, they're all going to be low-level stuff, not aligned with a profitable trader, simply because I'm not a profitable trader. So it's your job in your real life to become the person who is profitable, right? To be a profitable trader, here's the link, they interchange. To be profitable, you need to be disciplined, and a profitable trader is disciplined. So how can you get one without the other? Well, obviously you can't just fast track straight to being a profitable trader and then suddenly you're disciplined because of it. You have to be disciplined first, and you carry that out in your day-to-day life. Now you're going to compare this to your current self and your current habits, which are not that of a profitable trader. So many things that I cut out to let go of your old negative self. Eating unhealthy, watching porn, probably one of the biggest ones. It's not even talked about. The reason I say this is because you're doing such a low level, sort of shameful activity. How are you going to elevate your mind to the next level and disassociate yourself with your old self-image and your old brain if you're still carrying out the same actions? Number 3, scrolling and watching loads of reels, just doing stupid entertainment stuff for hours a day, low-level jokes and just stupid stuff, right? Of course, it's important to have fun, mess around with friends in real life, but there's a time and a place for all this stuff. If you're just by yourself, why are you doing stupid and retarded things? I'm just gonna be honest, why are you doing that stuff, right? You want to be serious and you want to align yourself and your self-image with that of a profitable trader. Think about you in the future and who you will be as a profitable trader. You're not going to be scrolling, watching brain rot or doing stupid stuff. So For me personally, the very easy way to quit this, if you have an Android, there's an app called Minimalist Phone, and honestly, it's incredible because it just strips down everything, stops everything. You know, you can set simple things such as 5-minute timer for Instagram, because all this stuff is subconscious. If you accidentally end up scrolling, right, which used to happen to me so many times, the app just closes or reminds you after 5 minutes, makes you sit on a loading screen, changes the app icons for text, and you only open stuff when you actually need it. You can get something like that. It's very great. I'm not sure if there's an iPhone equivalent. I'm not sure if you can actually change your home screen. So you'll have to look into that if you want something similar. That's just 3 of the most common ones, the main things. So of course, this type of list can go on forever. Everyone has loads of habits that they carry out. So many things are aligned with their old self. And until you let go of these and stop doing these, your brain will never see yourself as anyone different. And so you won't act different enough to become profitable. You won't get that high level discipline that you need to become profitable. And you know, that is the thing that stops you from doing stupid stuff like over leveraging, feeling low level emotions and stupid stuff about your trading account. When you're acting differently in your entire life, you start to become a different person, and it doesn't even take that long to change. All of a sudden, you're not on these low level stuff anymore. You're having high level emotions, high level discipline, high level thoughts, and you're just overall raising your frequency and your average just state of existence. So you start doing this, all this stuff, it compounds in your day-to-day life. Suddenly coming to the markets is easy, and you don't care about the account much, because one, your overall life's improving so much, you're changing as a person so much, you're just becoming overall more positive, more disciplined. Suddenly you're not doing low-level stuff in the markets anymore, and because you've changed your entire life outside of trading, you're getting rid of low-level habits, you can now easily recreate that discipline inside the markets. And if you don't get rid of the old stuff, the brain will never detach itself from its old self-image that you have and this person you used to be when you're not a profitable trader. Active, you are profitable, all the stuff you do before you can actually get to that stage in the markets, because to be profitable you need discipline. They're interchangeable. Get the discipline first, get the profitability. And that for me is the key point that I see no one doing in trading when they need to do it. It's not talked about, the self-improvement side of things. You know, at least on Instagram, you see so much brain rot and stupid stuff to do with trading. Not even about stupid stuff, literally do with trading. So they're turning actual trading retarded and then trying to do stuff on a low level. And so of course it doesn't work, right? I say trading's easy, and it is when you do this stuff. That's the point I have with this video. When you do this stuff, which isn't actually that difficult, then trading becomes easy, and it all comes down to how serious are you and do you actually want it. So that for me is what allowed me to achieve the success I've achieved so far. So far I haven't achieved anything compared to what I want to, and you know, I'm just leveling up as much as I can. That's why I'm out here as well, guys. So that's the end of this video. Give you guys a quick night view because it's turned to night time. I'm not very good with cameras at the moment, so it looks very bright. I'm not really sure what to change. Oh, there we go. It's changing itself. So yeah, amazing night view of the Bangkok skyline right here. And look, this is just after 2 years, 2 and a bit years. You'd be out here, you know? It really does just change your life, change your existence by changing your way of thinking, your way of viewing things, your way of acting. So yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, I've not been very active on YouTube, and I'm going to be coming back active now that I'm out here. I'm going to try and stay at least a year. I'm just going to be consistently posting, growing it, because you know, social media has a lot of potential as a business itself, and that's the truth of it. For now, I really just haven't been posting. I've been focusing on trading. It's as simple as that. And I'll post a bit, go for 3-4 months. So here I'm officially back. I've been thinking I might even make a second channel just for sort of unfiltered daily content, life kind of stuff around Bangkok, and just dropping some advice and things that I've learned, things that I'm currently learning as well, more so on that channel, because here I'm sort of talking from the experiences I've had so far, which aren't even that much. I'm only 20 years old. So there's a lot of stuff I'm still working on, of course, and stuff I still need to improve on, stuff I'm still going through. So a lot of that probably will be more so on the other channel. And yeah, that'll be everything. I'll see you in the next video.